Hi everyone, this is Marlene from NCW Libraries, and I'm here with a super simple science demonstration. I'm going to list what I have. I have a cup or a jar. I have a relatively large bowl that the jar will fit into a little bit later. I have quite a bit, even more than this actually, of just regular tap water. Because we are using water, I have a towel to clean up any spills. I have paper towels. I have optional food coloring just because I thought it would look cool. And I have a little Lego friend. So, the big question we're asking is, does this jar have anything in it? Is it empty? Does it have something inside of it? Let's see if we can prove whether or not it does or does not. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bowl and I'm going to put quite a bit of water into it. I'm not going to fill it up all the way because if I filled it up all the way and put something into it, water would spill out. But I do want a lot. If you don't have a clear bowl at home, you can use a regular bowl just as long as it's large. You could use a sink. You could use a bathtub, maybe. If you're grown up, say that's okay. I'm gonna put some food coloring in here, which is cool to watch while I do the rest of this too. So this jar, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the paper towel and I'm going to wad that up and make sure that it stays at the bottom enough so that when I flip it over, the paper towel does not fall out. Okay, so this is our Lego bunny, and I'm gonna use him for demonstrating why this concept is kind of important. We're just gonna tape this bunny in through here and make sure that this Lego is also secure. So now that this is pretty well sufficiently green, I'm going to flip this jar over and I'm going to keep it straight up and down while I submerge it or put it in the water about as far as I can go. And you can tell that the water has definitely reached the level of the paper towel. I have kept it straight up and down, and I'm going to remove that from the water and see what has happened. I'm going to make sure it doesn't drip all over my table though. Okay, so if you look in here, the bunny is dry. The paper towel is completely dry. There's no water dripping out there. Okay, and that's a good thing that the bunny fell, because for this next part of the demonstration, we don't want the bunny in there. I'm going to make sure that that paper towel gets put back in there, doesn't fall out, and then I'm going to submerge it a bit, and then I'm going to tilt it. Oh, and that air bubble just released. It couldn't before straight up and down. There's too much pressure from the water so that the air couldn't just fall out. And if I do that some more, okay, let's see what has happened. I'm gonna pull that up out of the water. And I don't know if you can see the color difference of this paper towel, but I think you'll be able to see this. That definitely got saturated or full of water, because when I tilted it, the air could leave the jar and the water could go in to replace it. So this is actually a very simple demonstration of some technology that we used hundreds of years ago called a dive bell, We didn't have scuba gear back then, but people did want to search for sunken treasure, and they did want to do things like fix the bottom parts of bridges that were submerged or underwater. Okay, so if you do this at home, you definitely don't need the food coloring. You could ask questions and maybe make adjustments. You could say, does the kind of jar we use matter? Does it matter if it's glass or plastic? Does it matter if we can see through it? Could we use something bigger if you had a horse trough? How hard is it to keep a jar completely straight up and down while submerging in the water? All of those are, and more, are questions you could ask if you are able to do this at home. All right, I hope you have a great day.